Okay, the start of the school year is still a few weeks away for most kids. It is not too soon, though, to start thinking about getting them back on a sleep routine so that they are well rested and ready to go. This morning, the doctor's in, Dr. Asha FOX, a primary care physician, family doctor, family health from Corewell Health, joining us. And first of all, welcome.
Thank you.
And we did not plan our red here.
We did not.
We're very matchy. But doctor, this sleep issue, I feel like it plagues us all the time, but this is probably one of the most challenging times when it comes to getting your kids back on schedule, right?
Yeah, I think parents are struggling. You know, over the summer, they sleep later, they stay out on the weekends, but now, school's maybe 2 weeks away, 1 week away for some people.
Right.
And it's time to start really getting our kids back in their sleep routine, because sleep is just so important for their development.
So we know that, the easy answer is to say start putting them to bed earlier and waking them up earlier. Is there something, though, that we can do that's a little more complicated, or that we need to be doing that's more complicated?
Well, I think the thing is building good sleep hygiene. That's what's most important. So yeah, you can start slowly putting your kids to bed, 15 minutes early, waking them up 15 minutes early until they get to the right bedtime. But I think that the key is the 1 hour before bed, really trying to make them more calm, doing things like reading before bed, keeping those phones away, really practicing the no screen time 1 hour before bed, maybe even doing dinner time a little bit earlier. These are the kinds of things that we want to do to sort of like make sure that kids start understanding that there should be a routine before going to bed.
Okay. For every age group, is the approach kind of the same? I mean, even for adults, should we all be getting in this mindset before bedtime?
We really should, and I think the one thing is adults are the ones that model to children. So if you're trying to do this 1 hour, calm down before bed, but then you as an adult is running around or on your phone or watching television, it's not really helpful. So I think that's really important for all age groups to kind of have that at least 1 hour before bed, keep things a little bit darker, keep things a little bit quieter.
I want to ask you about the darkness, because to me that's a big issue, and it's I have blackout curtains at home, which are pretty inexpensive, and that's kind of an easy thing to add. So is that a good idea, the blackout curtains, and also just eliminating light as much as you can from creeping under the door or coming around corners? Yeah,
so the darkness helps with your circadian rhythm and really helps your body know it's time to sleep. And so blocking out the light is great, just all those things that you said. Yeah. But I think also we don't realize that we have blue light coming from our phones and from our devices. So really turning that on night mode, even though night mode still emits some blue light that can disrupt your circadian rhythm, it's a little bit less. Or even just keeping your phone and screens away from the bedroom, which is really hard for a lot of people to do.
Yes. When kids or adults, but we'll focus on kids for the purposes of going back to school, when kids are not getting enough sleep, other than being just tired, how does that impact them?
It impacts them in so many ways. One, it inhibits growth. It affects their metabolism, and especially their mood, their ability to learn. Like, all of these things are affected from poor sleep. And so you don't even think about the fact that if you continue to have poor sleep, you can start having trouble with obesity because of the metabolism that happens at night. There's a lot of factors that sleep does. It actually rejuvenates all of our cells, helps with our memory. So you want to make sure not only your kid gets good sleep, but that you do too.
All right, very good, Doctor. Good advice. We're going to continue this conversation in our next hour, where we will talk a little bit more about adults and what we can do. I was up half the night last night, couldn't sleep.
Oh no.
I don't know if there's an answer for that, but we'll look for it. We'll see you next hour. In the meantime, Josh, good morning.